Welcome to the Fuck Around and Find Out podcast. It's our Tuesday regular night edition. We have Trim and Deadpool and maybe Michael Nutty if he shows up. Today's topic is going to be security. We see so many people fucking this up hard. Like, just not just from having a social media and going, look what I can do, but, you know, mailing stuff and
using your name,
your mom, using your freaking name, using your home freaking address, stupid shit like that.
Or so even just personal information. Just like stupid shit. The weirdest shit.
Don't share screenshots of your Amazon cart with your fucking name at the top of it.
My name
I've seen that happen.
Oh,
I've seen that happen so many times.
I can't even tell you how many times I get a fucking message from Trim. It's like, dude, your name's on that motherfucker.
Hey, man, I've sent the same message to you, though, mister.
No, that's what I said. I get my messages from you.
Oh, from you. Oh, okay.
Yeah, from you.
Yeah, or like, hey, look what
I try to be aware and look out for my friends, and help them out when I do see them make a mistake.
Yeah,
that's for
people
sure.
Like sharing pictures. Hey, look at this cool petri dish in the background's a phone bill with their fucking name, address,
dude. I can't.
Credit card number on
How
it.
many times have you guys got a fucking message from somebody? I'm not gonna say a fan or just somebody, and they look at your pictures, then they blow it up and they send you a picture of like your fucking a serial number on your flow hood. They're like, oh, dude, it's like fucking it's serial number. We're close. We're like Eskimo brothers. Like it's like I get the same model, but it's like hidden behind a fucking book on a shelf or something, and they're just going through the picture with a magnifying glass. So
people do that for fun.
I haven't had that happen to me because I'm pretty careful about where I take pictures. But the only thing that you'll ever see is like a random croc in a picture.
Yeah, right.
Because I'm pretty careful about what background I use. I try to use like the floor, or like the sky or something like that. So and even then, you got to be careful about sky shit because if somebody really wants to find you, they can do that whole GPS off a position of the sun crap.
Bastards.
But nobody's going to spend that much money looking for you. Nobody really gives a shit unless you're cranking out tons and tons of material. But probably the biggest thing about security is don't fucking dox yourself, people. Come on. Like, it's cool. We're in a great group. We're a great group of people. It's fun to see and talk to everybody. Everybody's super excited about meeting like-minded people. But at the same time, you still got to be careful. Not everybody's a good, honest person. Somebody gonna steal your identity or send you something malicious on purpose.
I mean, and even if you're in a state where everything is legal, and you start sending shit to different states, that shit's all fucking that gets illegal real quick.
And the majority of this is state law, not federal law. So,
but then you start trading drugs across state lines.
Right, you can still get in trouble from the feds, even if it's legal in your state if you're mailing it out of state. Yep.
Yeah. Don't do stupid shit, man. Don't do stupid shit. And it's hard not to because there's so many cool things that people to trade with and stuff like that. You got to be really careful. Don't send shit blindly to people you fucking meet off Reddit. Don't do that. Or 4chan or whatever the fuck else. Just don't send and don't buy drugs and shit off of random strangers on Instagram. Right? Like, just like there's a guy who's got like just a series of letters and numbers for a fucking name and posting a whole bunch of pictures in like a Bitcoin wallet. Like, no, dude, that shit's fishing. Like, you're gonna want to fuck yourself pretty hard, or you're just gonna lose all your money. I mean, either way,
it could happen even if you don't do it.
Yeah, and then it's just also let's start with physical security as far as your house goes. One thing is you don't want your children to get into your shit just because they're going to contaminate it. Not because you're worried about them getting anything. You just don't want your girlfriend going in there and your wife going in there and moving shit around, right? So, or you don't want your kid going in there and trying to help you.
Well, let's be honest. You don't want that shit in your house, period. You don't want to mix. You don't want to shit where it's. But if you have to, you definitely need to lock that fucking shit up.
Have a lock on your damn door, just at a bare minimum. It keeps everybody else you don't want in your room out of your room or out of your house, period. And it just makes it a lot easier that if you're the only person with the code or the key, then you're the only person to blame when you leave shit out or open or fucking break something.
And don't tell your friends. I don't care if it makes you fucking popular, because you may not be friends tomorrow.
Yeah, you got to be super, super careful about who knows in real life what you do. And that just goes to the whole loose lips, sink ships type thing. And people just because everybody's so attuned to oversharing in this social media world, everybody's like, look what I can do. And that's really cool, dude. But now they have something over you. So be careful. Be really careful.
I mean, how many times have you had a girlfriend and they know something stupid, you break up, and they start throwing that shit in your face and yelling shit outside on the stairs or something? I mean, there's no reason. Unless they're a lab partner, fuck them.
Yeah, in general, you can't trust crazy exes. They're crazy and ex for a reason.
Yeah.
You don't really want to have. Just limit the number of people that know. It's really cool to come on and do something like join a Discord and share pictures anonymously and stuff like that. And you should. If you want to talk to people, that's the way to do it. Don't use your Facebook page. Don't use your fucking Instagram. Don't do anything like that that's going to dox you. There's people out there who think it's worth the risk. And for them, it might be worth the risk, but it's not worth the risk to me. I currently am not doing a damn thing. And that's because we have this podcast. I'm fixing to move. I'm in the middle of writing the book, and putting the book of how to cultivate shit out there is just going to put a giant red flag straight on top of me. Yep. And so I'm not going to be able to do shit for years. But that's okay. I happen to know close friends who do.
I know a guy. I never, ever cultivate anything illegal, just for the record.
Yep.
I'm only a gourmet farmer.
I grow anything. I don't care. Just kidding.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that I haven't grown that I'd like to grow. And moving to the middle of nowhere where we're going is definitely going to open up some possibilities. But it'll all be I have a huge hydroponics build I want to do, but I want to do these really crazy freaking rare South American peppers. I don't really give a shit about growing weed. I don't like weed. My wife does, but she's got a hookup for it, so I don't give a shit, right? But I want to grow. There's these really fucking ridiculous peppers that are like wild peppers, and they're not in the capsicum family. They're their own little freaking crazy family where they're super delicate and hard to grow, but they do pretty well in hydroponics. So I want to set up a bunch of like that, and it's going to look exactly like a giant weed grow. But let them come knock on the door. It's going to be hilarious. Come on, knock on the door. Come on, buddy. Waste some tax dollars. You can't do shit. Look at all my freaking peppers.
Right? Fuck off.
Yeah, I had way back before we moved to this house, I guess, a year and a half ago or so now, I had a huge hydroponics setup in the backyard. And it was just literally tomatoes and peppers. And my tomato plants were so big, they were literally on the roof. They were growing 12, 14 feet tall. And they were up on the roof and hanging off the gutters of the house and running across the top of the carport shit. And the neighbors were just these, really snooty, uppity white people. They were always look over your fence and go, oh, I think you probably need to cut your grass. It's just a little out of spec. And so they'd look in the backyard and they'd be like, oh my God, he's growing the marijuana. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. Yep. Just the biggest marijuanas you've ever seen. Look at them. They're huge. I can't wait until I can marijuana these marijuana plants. I'm going to marijuana them. They're going to be the marijuana. I have enough here to start a cartel. That is my new job. Cartel. You live next to the cartel. And, so I had the cops probably come and check on me 8 fucking times. And they're like, dude, I know it's tomatoes and peppers, but we still have to come look because this lady's really throwing a fit. So at the end of the 7th time, I was like, hey, how do I get her to stop? Or can I just say that she's harassing me? And so we ended up getting it to where when she would call, she'd get visited. And they'd be like, listen, lady, we're tired of you making false reports. and she got in trouble, and then she really, really started hating us a lot hater, a lot more hateful. But so I just started baiting our squirrels on her property, which was a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
Just put a squirrel feeder on her side of the fence and just like feed the shit out of them, so they just shit all over her house. It was great.
Perfect.
That's just suburban warfare. Suburban night warfare.
There used to be a book about that. Revenge. What the book is? It's like a book of revenge. It showed you all the shit to do to your neighbors.
Yeah. Where we were at, there was a really big population of squirrels and skunks and possums and raccoons. Like, if you guys remember, I had a raccoon that was in the fucking ceiling there for a while.
Oh, yeah.
And, I had to trap that bitch and get it out. Well, I started just baiting her yard. And all of them went over there. Like, they left me the hell alone. And, like, she'd had, like, the pest control company out there a whole bunch of times trying to get them out of her ceiling. It was great. But yeah, so as far as that, you don't want anybody to see anything, stuff like that. Nobody is going to actually be looking in your backyard or staring at your fucking shit, looking for you spent like microblocks.
Unless you give them a reason.
Yeah, they don't know what the fuck it is anyway. Nobody's going to know what it is. Like, bury that shit in your fucking yard. It makes your grass amazing. Break it up and just spread it out in your yard. And the birds will take off a lot of it. Your squirrels, your rodents, shit like that will take off a lot of it. It's going to rain. That shit's going to break up and just go into your ground. Run it over with the fucking lawnmower. Break up one of those micro blocks a bit and then run it over with the lawnmower next time you mow. And it'll just go poof. Gone. And it's great for the soil. So if you're going to get rid of them that way, you could feed them to animals. You ever seen what happens to a pig when you feed it a spent micro block?
I have
Holy
what
shit.
Happens?
They get really, okay, it depends on the type of micro block. But sometimes they get really, really fucking high. Because mycelium, it is.
Right.
And or just like if it's like, they don't like the reishi block so much. They love like all of your different gourmets though, like lion's mane, trumpets, freaking all that shit, man. They go ape shit crazy for them. They eat the damn wood chips, everything. They don't care. At that point, it's so broken down in compost, it's not going to hurt them at all. But yeah, they just munch it right down. So if you have pigs, it's great. Cows will eat it. If you're out in the middle of nowhere, cows will eat them. If not, just plant them in your garden. Use them to line and build a freaking raised bed. That's a great idea.
Reishi is perfect for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it'll be like a fucking cement fucking wall.
Yeah. Yeah, it's even water repellent.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can use it, get rid of them a bunch of different ways. Be mindful of your trash. Don't
plates. Plates are a big one. Don't be throwing fucking petri dishes in your fucking garbage.
It's pretty easy to do that if you have like a toddler, because you can just throw all the dirty diapers in there with the freaking plates. Ain't everybody gonna open that shit.
Yeah.
But like as far as just don't make an entire garbage bag full of plates and throw it in your trash can. Nobody's really gonna notice until that one time when the trash bag rips and there's like a whole bunch of dishes around that you've conveniently wrote "This is drugs" on. So yeah, and come up with a number system. Like, who's just some of the people that I've seen that are most clever about this shit is they have it's like a Dewey Decimal System for their mushies. So instead of writing penis envy across the fucking stupid plate, they write 1.121, and they know in their little fucking journal, hey, it's penis envy. Everything that's 1.12 is penis envy, and then the one is a number. The third number, the fourth number is the number of transfers. It could be 121. 1.21 x1 x2 x 57, and that's just how many transfers you've had. So you can come up with some cryptic ass way, however the fuck you want to do it, besides writing golden teachers and permanent fucking marker across your damn plates or on your jar or anything else like that. So that's just another thing. If you're having to worry about trash, especially if you're living in an apartment complex or somewhere that has what's called a trash concierge service. So these people come and pick up your trash for you and take it to the trash cans, which is super popular here where I'm at. And, it's just like $3 a fucking month, and they come and pick up your trash from your front door and take it all the way to your, if you live in an apartment, and take it all the way to the trash. It's $3 a week. Sorry, it's $3 a week. And they pick it, you just put it outside your front doors on fucking Mondays or Tuesdays or whatever morning, and they take it all the way to the trash cans, like all the way out there in the parking lot for you. Doesn't matter which floor you're on in the apartment complex. So people use it a lot. Cheap as shit, $3, fuck yeah. Don't have to carry that thing down the stairs. But it's going to be real suspicious when you got a bunch of really heavy fucking trash bags that go clink. You know? They're going to be like, dude, is this dude drinking all the fucking time? Or they're going to be like, fuck, what's in there? Why is this? This looks like science shit. Oh my God, it's a meth house. People can't tell the fucking difference. Cops can't tell the difference. So nobody's
right.
They're gonna fuck with you. The cops went to school for law. They didn't go to school for biology or chemistry or anything else. I should know, did it, have the freaking degree. It's totally worthless for anything outside of that. But it doesn't teach you shit about biology or sciences or anything else. It's very, very, very specific. And it's not, you don't know. Besides what they show you, and they always show you like the stupidest, most fucked up, deadly ass shit, right? Like right now, all the cops are scared of fentanyl. You can take like baby powder and just like spread it on the floor and watch them all fake having an overdose. Stop typing, damn it, or put yourself on mute.
What?
Yeah.
Who are we talking to?
Deadpool, he's over there like I don't know.
I ain't
having
doing
a
nothing.
storm up or opening up fucking Reese's or some shit.
That is erroneous. Erroneous.
Well, that's probably about all I have to rant about on this. You guys got something else on that?
Oh shit! I mean, as long as you just have to. I don't know. Just think if you're walking. See, but I live in the middle of fucking nowhere, so it's for me.
Yeah, I'm about to live in the middle of nowhere, so
right.
Yeah.
So anything I have, it gets burned. That does not go in a garbage can. Or shouldn't go in a garbage can. I've got a burn pit for that, and then it gets buried somewhere. But I mean, if you're living in a fucking city, I mean, just know people, your neighbors. Everyone is nosy. Everybody wants to know what everybody else is fucking doing. So just be careful. That's all you need. Fuck.
Yeah, just don't label your fucking drugs. I mean, it's really, really fucking easy not to. You know, if you're gonna grow a shitload of marijuana, don't just throw all your fucking pots out, literally, with all your spent ass fucking leaves and shit, because that stuff smells like weed, and expect nobody to notice in the trash can. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Common sense, I guess. Just use common fucking sense.
What's that?
A lot of these people who are trying to do this on a commercial scale and make money at it, which, by the way, is a losing fucking bet, they're gonna they're not very bright. They're just really not that bright. They're, I haven't met one that's wanting to be a commercial type drug grower that's been somebody I'd be like, hey, you're part of Mensa. I never met one. I've always met them, and they're like barely scraping by, trying to do it the cheapest way as possible on the third fucking felony, 4 baby mamas, and living in a trailer park. So, and it's
Have you been to my house?
I was gonna say that sounds familiar. I don't know what it is.
And it's like, pick something else besides mushrooms. You're not going to get rich on
yes, mushrooms is not a cash crop. I can vouch for that.
And the only way to get to make money at mushrooms is to do it gourmets. And go fucking all out and pick 1 or 2, and that's it. That's fucking it. Don't try to do them all. Pick 1 or 2. Pick shiitake and lion's mane, and that's fucking it. And you focus strictly on shiitake and lion's mane, or just one lion's mane, or just shiitake. You pick fucking 1, and that's all you do. I tried to do that when I first started. As I picked, we were like, holy shit, we could grow all of these, and we're going to provide all of these all the time to every restaurant. Fuck no. It just went to shit, because there was too much stuff going on. They all require similar but slightly different stuff. They have different growth rates. Get really good at 1 or 2, and that's it.
Like everything fucking else. You need to specialize. Yeah. You'll get your results will be better. You'll be able to charge more for better fucking product.
Exactly. Yeah, if you're going to do something, those 2 are great. If you're going to try to make money at it, but you're not going to retire. You're not going to be going all, what was that show? Breaking Bad with fucking psilocybin mushrooms. It's just not going to happen. it's impossible to get addicted to.
It's going to be breaking sad. It's going to be breaking sad.
And the people taking it can't take it every single day in large quantities.
That's the only reason. That's the secret to repeat fucking customers. You need a daily customer for daily fucking cash flow, and that's how drugs generally fucking work. That have a high repeatedity and like a high low therapeutic and high addiction profile.
But I will say, wait, the one thing that we're forgetting about nowadays with the microdosing surge in popularity, microdosing is almost going to be even better than gourmet. But you have to live somewhere where it's decriminalized. And, even still, it's going to be like pot where you might be doing great. And then the state's like, oh, wait, you know what? Or feds are going to be like, you know what? Let's roll the dice. Today, we're going to Little Belly Farms. We're going to, we're going to Anonymous.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like,
you're going to end up with, that's something to be really worried about. If you are going to try to sell illegal stuff, then I guess microdoses is probably the only way to make any sort of real money. But even then, your product has to be really prepackaged, has to look professional. The people that are wanting to microdose are not going to just accept you out of your non-washed fucking hoodie, pulling up, looking around like a goddamn crackhead, and pulling a fucking,
Jose Jalapeno on a stick here,
and pull out like a 3-day, this is the third time the fucking little baggie used, Ziploc that's full of like half-dried, fucked up mushrooms. Yeah, exactly. Hey man, can I have that bag back? They're expensive. Like, fuck you. Well, they're not going to, your product has to look professional. It's going to have to be done in pills. They're going to have to be extremely uniform. You're going to have to weigh that shit out and get really fucking good at it. Everything has to look fucking nice and pretty. Your packaging is going to have to look professional in a bottle, which, you can buy them on Amazon or whatever, but everything's going to, and you're not going to put anything stupid on the fucking label, like, Uncle Josh's stinky pinky pill. Look at this, trippy bananas, or some stupid shit, right? It's gonna have to say psilocybin, microdose, blah blah blah, and then it's gonna have to look like it came from a fucking pharmacy, or nobody's gonna trust it, because especially nowadays with everybody cutting drugs with everything else, sure, it might be cute as hell to put this one graphic of a fucking rabbit deep throating a fucking rainbow or something on there, but nobody's gonna fuck it. Nobody's gonna trust it.
You gave away my fucking gift, dude. It was going to be a surprise.
But nobody's going to trust that shit. It's just not going to happen. The time we've given away microdoses, I've given away microdoses to people that are friends who've been depressed. Yeah. I've made them at very, very professional looking pills in a very professional bottle that looked exactly professional. And they were like, where'd you buy this? I'm like, nah, I made it. It's just, I wanted it to look nice so that, well, one, it blends in with everything you fucking have. And two, you have faith in it. Like, it actually looks like something legitimate, not like.
And generally, if somebody takes enough time to make something look professional, there's a good chance it is professional. I mean,
yeah. You want to know a secret about making really pretty pills? Anybody want to know a secret?
I always.
This is like one of my super cool kid. Yeah. You know the fuzzy blanket trick, right? Because I think I showed you the fuzzy blanket.
You showed me, dude. That microfiber was perfect.
Yeah. So get yourself a fuzzy-ass microfiber blanket. Like a kid-sized throw or something like that. And you're going to fold it to make an envelope. Not just straight over in half, unless you just want to grab the ends. But you're going to make like a hammock out of it. Just fold it like in two sides on each side, with leaving like a gap, like a 6-inch gap in the middle. Put all your fucking pills in the middle. Then pick up the fucking ends like a hammock and roll, and then pick one hand up and let them all roll to one side. Then pick the other hand up and let them all roll together. And do that, rolling back and forth in the blanket. Just pick up one hand and roll all the way to the other hand, which you have clenched into a fist around the end of the blanket, so they're not rolling onto the fucking floor. I'll need to draw you guys a picture. You can imagine this in your head. And now you're gonna pick up your left hand. They're gonna roll to the right one. You don't need them to roll really fast. You're not picking it all the way up, going praise Jesus with it. You just need to give them a little bit of a fucking slope. And so they're going to roll back and forth across that. Do it like 10 times. Then it's going to take you like 30 seconds to do it 10 times. those pills are going to come out
pristine.
Absolutely beautifully shiny, perfect. So where the capsules would come together, there would normally be like a little white line where like it captured like some of the dust, and it's going to clean that out. They're going to look perfect. Not to mention now they're fingerprint free, and everything else free. So now when you go to count them, don't use your dirty dick beaters. All right, don't fucking use your dirty fucking hands. Use like a pair of gloves. Have some fucking couth.
Or how about you get one of those pill counters, little things with a little fucking that has the
with the
squeegee. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, with the square. Yeah, well, it's kind of like a square, but you push it off to the side, and it pulls down to do a fucking
I've always just used like a little. I guess it was it looks like a little scoop for sand, like a little sand shovel type scoop.
Right.
I'll bet you got 3D print.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah. I just scoop them up and just shake it slightly, and they dump out onto a piece of paper. I fold the piece of paper up and dump it in a bottle, and that's how I get nice, beautiful, pretty, shiny fucking pills without any fingerprints, without any germs on them, without any weird stains or powder on them, and it works good. You don't have to wash that blanket. You can use it several dozen times before you ever have to wash it again. And that's one of my cool kid fucking tips, bitches. So there you go.
Chapter 4.
Man. I'm writing that down as for a patent that I did it. Thank you.
I swear to God, there's a whole bunch of people who just fucking parasitize off of us. You know, they go and they tell all these kids, hey, I know this really cool fucking secret. And they're like, if people would just listen to the podcast, they'd realize that, hey, we talked about that yesterday, and all of a sudden it's some other dude's secret. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. There'll be a fucking show on YouTube here in about 2 fucking hours.
Yeah, how to clean their fucking pills, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there'll be a show on fucking YouTube. Bitches. God, I hate that shit. That's why I only tell fucking secrets on the goddamn Discord. Like, that's why I don't share them on the Discord or anything anymore. I only share them on the podcast. So
me and Trim used to have just fun. When you used to put something up there, we would go back and forth and bounce it back and forth. We're like, all right, what's that motherfucker doing? What is that secret shit that he's hiding from that recipe? He's hiding something because we do everything exactly.
Oh, yeah.
The recipe doesn't look the same.
Always something.
It's always one fucking thing that you leave out.
Usually it's not intentional. It's just the fact that I do it so often, and I do it that it's just like I wrote that off, right? Like, because it was like, to me that's just an automatic step, you know.
Right.
I didn't ever think that people need to know how to like polish pills, you know, or like that kind of thing. Because it was like, hey, this made a lot of sense to me. I came up with it like a couple of years ago. I was sitting there and I was like, fuck, these pills, they got dust on them, and how am I going to get it off? I can't sit there and just like dust every single pill. And I was like, hey, that blanket's really fuzzy. And so I was like rolling them around on the blanket with my hand, and I was like, fuck this. So I made like an envelope hammock and rolled it back and forth. And it was like, wow, holy shit, that's amazing. And so I have to this day this one fucking blanket that's its entire job. It's just ugly as shit. I bought it at like a Mexican flea market, right? Super fuzzy ass fucking blanket. And it has like I think it's supposed to be a jaguar on it, but it looks kind of like a
one of those ones like you see hanging up on the sides of the road, all the fancy.
Yeah, but it's much smaller. Like it's meant for like a kid's bed. I think it's supposed to be a jaguar, but it's like eyes are different, and for some reason it's got a couple of stripes on it. Now somebody got high and fucking tried to make this bitch, or the print was off a little. But I think I paid like $10 or $12 for it at like a thrift store, and like I use just that. That's it. That's his entire job, is just to polish bills.
Nice.
It's because it's just the right amount of fuzz. It's not like sheep fuzzy, you know. It's like micro hair fuzzy, you know, like little bitty freaking tiny hairs, but hundreds of them. But yeah, that's my how to make your pills real pretty thing.
Fingerprint free. Yeah.
Fingerprint free. And
how about just use fucking gloves, guys? Just use fucking gloves whenever you touch it.
Well, yeah,
crazy talk.
Even using gloves, they tend to get like you get a compressed powder on the outside of them, and they don't look as pretty, right? So,
no, that's for the pills. No, that's the last stuff. You use a blanket, and the blanket goes into your whatever jars you're using. Don't fucking touch them.
Don't touch them again after they come off the blanket. So you don't smudge them or mar them or anything. Those little vegetable gelatin caps are designed to like dissolve with the smallest amount of moisture. So if you live in a real humid environment, you touch them. Now they've gotten you've left fingerprints on them, and nobody wants to go and shake out their morning medicine and look and hey, it's somebody's swirly ass dick fingerprint,
Right.
And
unless you don't like the person, and then you take a picture of your teabagging fucking shit, and then when they make you angry, you send them a picture.
Yeah. How's that taste?
Yeah.
The little scrotal cheese blend in there with it. But yeah. But so there's my secret of the freaking day for making pretty stuff. But same thing if it goes with your chocolate and shit like that. Like don't fuck with your wrappers and make them all stupid. It's fun to make something that says a Willy Wonka bar and make it like all trippy and shit like that, which is really great. But now if you ever get pulled over or you get something like that, you can't say they're anything but drugs, right? With intent to fucking distribute because you put them in a fucking distributed package. You have them packaged for fucking individual sale. And they have drugs all over them.
Why would you not make a Nestle fucking bar and make a Nestle wrapper? So I put it like, or with a, they just,
just do some random fundraiser fucking wrapper. Make it up.
Oh shit! Like the one for like the oh man, that's perfect.
Yeah. Just make a random fundraiser up. I'd put it for like, the Association of One-Legged Ducks. Who gives a fuck? But it's just got to look like legitimate. Put a fucking one-legged duck on that shit and put it like, rehab brought to you by Shriners Hospital or some shit. Don't hate me, Shriners. But, just make something up that looks somewhat official. And it's cool because there's no fucking One-Legged Duck Association. But like, nobody's going to fucking look at it too hard. They'll be like, what do you got that for? Oh, it's one of my kids' fucking fundraiser.
Yeah, you want to buy a chocolate bar for my kids?
Then they do. And then they do.
And then you're already gone when they're eating it.
Bad idea. You will die.
Yeah.
They will come shoot you. No, but make up some stupid shit on there, right? Like, just something that's not straight drugs. And that's another way, just security, right? Just, it's cool as shit to have cool stuff, but reserve that shit for stickers or different things. And if you're going to go out somewhere and say, deliver your goods to someone, dress like a normal fucking person, take a fucking shower, shave your goddamn neck beard, wear some decent fucking clothes, right? Wear some decent fucking clothes. Don't go out there looking like a freaking hobo, smelling like you smoked weed for 3 days. Yeah.
I'll work on that.
Leave the hoodie home.
But, like, nobody wants to fucking buy drugs from some scabby-looking motherfucker. Unless you're a scabby-looking motherfucker. Most people, they like the drug dealer to look like a decent, hardworking individual who knows what they're fucking talking about. Like,
if you're wearing a hoodie with sunglasses with a book bag, you are not incognito, all right? Everyone knows.
Yeah.
Everyone.
If you're copying something off of a cop show, you're literally a stereotype. Okay? If you've watched it on fucking Hollywood and you're trying to be like, this is like my super secret squirrel, how I get to dress. No, motherfucker, you're goddamn dressing like a stereotype. Like, you're like, hey, that's the drug dealer right there, But I'm not advocating for people to deal drugs at all. I'm just saying,
be safe. Just be safe.
Be fucking safe.
Use your head.
You know who the most successful fucking drug dealers in the goddamn world are? Doctors.
Yeah.
Because they look like fucking doctors. Right? Like, most successful drug dealers in the entire fucking world. And so occasionally you hear on the news that they get caught for one thing or another. But that's so fucking rare for how many of them are out there doing it. You might get one a fucking year, and there's probably 100,000 doctors selling shit on the side. So just look professional. You're never going to get in trouble. Don't drive your beat up ass fucking car over there with a spare fucking tire license plate light out. Walk around your fucking jalopy and make sure that it fucking works.
Yeah. Now,
it's called physical fucking security.
Oh.
Yeah.
How about this? Let's talk about actual money security. Like, I mean, I just had that fucking shit happen, and it was just stupid bullshit. Let's just say, buy bail went ahead and, you know, they can do whatever the fuck they want whenever they have any recourse. I mean, any idea of anything, even if it's not true. Like, you know, you said something about a guy mowing a fucking lawn, you know?
Oh, yeah. That's how our fucking shit got fucked up. My wife's shit. She had we have this guy, right? He was a really cool guy. He comes around and mows the freaking lawns. He's super fast, but he only charges like $40, $40 or $50, depending on. And he's super fucking fast. And he's this big riding lawnmower, and that's why he can charge so little. Is because he just like he's like a big. I think it's a
3 passes and he's done. Yeah.
It's a Cub Cadet right on top fucking lawnmower, like the ones where you ride like sitting in the fucking front of it, you know. Well, it's got like 65 fucking inch wings off the sides of this thing. So doing your freaking lawn is like 3 passes, and then he just walks around with the gas trimmer as fast as he can walk, and he's fucking done. Right, the thing like does such a great job, and he just has to walk around your trees and edge the sidewalk, and he's done. It takes him maybe 12 minutes to mow your average. Like from the time that he stops, unloads his fucking machine, mows your shit, and he's back on his fucking truck going to the next place. $40 or $50, done. Everybody fucking loves him, and he gets like entire city blocks to freaking use it. Well, it's showing up on his like Cash App that he's getting like $40. Then it's like 20 minutes later, $40. 30 minutes later, $40. An hour later, $40. So he came and mowed our freaking lawn. My wife sent him $40. Froze her fucking Cash App. Her Cash App's got like $171 fucking dollars in it because she sells like a bunch of like farm stuff from the house, like pickles and cheese stuff and like breads and stuff like that. And that's soap, lots of fucking soap that we make here at the house, and then takes Cash App as payment. Well, because she was selling to a guy with suspicious activity, they froze the fucking account 3 weeks ago. We've been in and out of chats with them. We've talked to them. We've sent emails back and forth. But it's suspicious activity, and it's going to be until it's resolved. When's it going to be resolved? There's no time limit. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah. PayPal basically told me, sorry, but if you want to send us your ID, your driver's license, and this and that, and we need to verify you are who you are, it's like, so basically they can do whatever the fuck they want. So how about they can do this? Now they can suck a dick. Never PayPal.
Well,
stay away from PayPal.
You need to stay away from PayPal because if you read the updated terms and services, they do not need a reason to freeze your account. They can arbitrarily freeze your account until you provide updated identification. So,
or until you just do whatever random thing they decide they want you to do.
Yeah, jump through this fucking hoop or whatever like that. I've had a PayPal account since probably the invention of fucking PayPal. Oh my God, like, oh shit, I don't even remember, man. At least 20 fucking years. Same fucking PayPal account. And I got frozen. I wasn't even using it the other day. I went to go send money to this lady who reads my wife's tarot cards, and found out that my fucking PayPal was frozen. And I went to go send her like $20. And I found out my fucking PayPal was frozen. It had been frozen for like a month. And they're like, why? Well, we just, yours was selected to be frozen. I'm like, I've had this same PayPal for 20 fucking years. And I use it to do things like, occasionally buy shit at a farmer's market or send money to my sister-in-law or my niece because they have a little PayPal prepaid card. And I could, like, if they need gas or some shit like that, I could literally just straight deposit it into their card. And it's instantaneous, you know? And so I've had it for a long, long time. Now I'm so fucking pissed at it. I only had like maybe $25 in there anyway. But it's just like, it's a fucking grab. Well, how can I prove it's me? Well, when you send you an ID, I was like, you already have my ID on file. Well, we need you to send another ID. I was like, what other fucking ID besides the driver's license do you need? You know, we need to send another form of identification. Like another form of picture identification. I was like a passport or something? Like, what do you need? But at this point, it's like, fuck them. Just write them off. No. Venmo, I haven't had a problem with. I've not had a problem with Venmo. Like, I Venmo my wife money, and she Venmos money back and forth to me. Like when we sell stuff at a farmer's market and shit like that with Venmo, never had a problem with Venmo. So,
right.
But who knows how long it's going to be before Venmo goes ape shit? Because I think PayPal bought Venmo, right?
Yeah, so, something like that.
Yeah.
Or wait, was it Venmo or there's another one? It was shit. What's it called? Not Chime? No.
Maybe.
I don't remember. Venmo, Chime, CashAPP, PayPal. I don't know. I know they all fucking suck eventually.
I haven't had a problem with it with Venmo so far because Venmo is designed for microtransactions. It's designed for those, hey, send me $4, $5 a split drinks type thing. So they're not really paying super, super close attention to like, hey, $10 here, $20 there, $30 here, $40 there. Imagine if you were just like sitting out there in a street corner with your Venmo tag and just like, selling the shit out of your crusty ass fucking half dehydrated goddamn mushrooms, then yeah, I imagine they'd pick up on it eventually. But as far as just money from point A to point B, Venmo is not that big a deal. One of the things is though, Venmo makes you prove your identity. So a lot of people don't want to Venmo things because it has their name and stuff attached.
Yeah, you can see what everybody does. If you're friends with them, you have their phone number, you see your friends all day long.
Yeah, but you put
Jim bought drinks with fucking Casey or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Well, I try to put really sketchy shit in there, like for blowjobs.
Yeah. For OnlyFans. I put OnlyFans.
I put OnlyFans in there. I put forensic proctology lesson. It's like staring at a dead prostate trying to figure out how they died. But But so you gotta be a little careful. Hey, Trim, what do you got to add to the whole being fucking careful?
Oh man, you can never be too careful. I mean, honestly.
What wise words of wisdom?
Thank you.
Thank you, Trim.
Thank you.
I haven't got as exciting a stories as you fellers with it, I guess. But yeah,
I get to hear a story. He's like,
be careful and keep your dick out of light bulbs. Don't put your dick in the ceiling fan.
Hallelujah.
Don't lick bare wires.
So, and how about this? How about what is it called? The digital shit, like Bitcoin and stuff like that.
Oh, I don't believe in all that.
I know it sucks, and I know they can sway that market however they want.
Yeah, to me, it's like modern day Beanie Babies.
I remember the fucking McDonald's bastards.
Yeah, it's just like Beanie Babies. Where everybody had that fucking the Beanie Babies, and they're worth a fucking $1 billion if you kept the tag pristine and blah 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 blah. But now they're worth like fucking $4 or $5 a piece. They're worth less now than they were in the 90s. But it's just it's too volatile. I see people lose fucking tons of money all the damn time in it. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of it using it at all for. All right, okay. So does anybody understand how money works?
Yeah, I can say first I got to talk about how everything's backed before we start going anywhere else.
Let's talk about how money works. If you pull out your dollar bill, it says backed by the full faith of the United States government, right? They used to say backed by silver or tradable for silver or gold, right? We were at the gold standard, then we yeeted that the fuck out because we couldn't afford to pay for a war. And they were at the silver standard, we yeeted that fucking shit out because we couldn't afford to pay for another war and a giant fucking depression. So now we just started printing fucking fiat money and doing the fractional reserve banking, and that is now just based on faith. Now, money only fucking works. And that's all money boils down to faith. Same thing with gold. Gold only works because of faith. Silver only works because of faith. All forms of trade, doesn't matter what the fuck it is backed by faith. So it doesn't matter. Everybody, I hear these people somewhere, someone's like, oh, the gold will always be worth something. Really, bitch? Okay, zombie apocalypse time. I have got the last big buttery fucking biscuit. You think I'm going to trade my big fucking buttery ass biscuit for your fucking gold Krugerrand? No. I'll trade my buttery ass fucking biscuit for you getting over there and cutting some fucking firewood for me. Because that's labor.
Right?
I can't eat the fucking gold, and there's nobody else for me to trade the fucking gold to.
No.
Right?
I know. Yeah, there are people out there that say that Armageddon's coming. They spend $30,000-$40,000 on fucking gold coins, silver coins, and they're like, listen, when the world goes down to shit, your dollar's worth nothing. I'm gonna have these to work with. And all I'm thinking is, you're gonna walk around with these gold fucking coins.
You know what's Now I do have something to put on that. You know what's gonna be worth money, and if Armageddon does come like that,
medical supplies,
ammunition,
and drugs, and liquor.
Yeah,
so we're good with all of them.
Yeah, that's basically the plan, right, boys? We're gonna show up at the new ranch. We're gonna run a bordello. It's gonna be hookers.
You got a bordello?
Fuck yeah, we are.
No, it's what the fuck is the bordello?
I don't know. I'm from America. We call it a bardella. So we're gonna start a bardello. We're gonna have my wife. She's gonna be the HBIC. She's gonna beat the bitches. She's gonna enjoy that. She'll enjoy the shit out of that.
Stab them with Sharpies?
Fuck no, just like cattle prods. It'd be great. And
keep them awake.
We'll put fucking Trim. You're real level headed. You can be the fucking sheriff. And then Deadpool, you get to work the bar, and I'm just gonna be, and then me and Trim will be in the back working still. And we're good. Yeah.
Amen, brother.
That's gonna be great.
Meister.
And then we'll have like an old timey barber shop where we do actual like medical fucking shit. You know, like hey,
that's where we pull out your fucking teeth.
Yeah, come on over. I got all the medical crap. We're good to go. And so now we're set up. Okay, so that's our fucking plan. We'll be highly successful. Now, if you come marching in there and you're trying to trade us your random fucking
gold coins,
pre-64 fucking silver, it's going to depend. Are we accepting that as trade? If not, you're not going to be able to convince us that that's trade. Maybe what we're accepting in trade is our own fucking certificates for that account for hours worked or labor certificates.
You're still thinking in your head of what it was worth before Armageddon.
Right. Things only have the value that people place on them. Exactly. That's it.
Yeah. So
especially diamonds and gold and
diamonds are practically fucking worthless.
Yeah.
But
they're hidden all over the place.
Yeah, they're pretty fucking common. So but that's how money actually fucking works, is faith. So right now everybody has faith in the American dollar. That's fixing to go to shit, by the way, because India is fixing to go to the yuan, the Chinese dollar. And when that happens, and then guess what, dude? Saudi Arabia is going to the yuan too. And they're going to replace the petrodollar with the yuan. And that's supposed to happen. That's supposed to happen the next 16 to 18 months.
Well, that's why they want to go digital for us.
Dude.
And when that
that's
happens,
a terrible idea.
It's horrible.
Runaway inflation.
That means that anything that you have is all fake.
Yeah.
They can take it away. They know exactly what you do at all times.
And they can just go in there and add zeros. Just keep adding zeros.
Anytime they feel like. They don't even have to spend the money to print it on paper.
They don't even print any money anymore. I think it's only like 13% of all the fucking money is actually printed. The rest of it's all just money on a computer. And then you go in there and then you make more money. They're not printing it. They just go, add a zero. Ha! Look, guys, we made $100 billion last night. You know, so, yeah. Anyway, we'll get back to the petrodollar and how fucked we are about that in a minute. But so your money's only worth what everybody believes it is.
Yep.
And so if you're...
you better come to me with seeds, food, or fucking ass. All right?
Ass, gas, or grass.
Nobody fucks for free.
So that's why I don't really believe in the whole Bitcoin thing, is because you've got a whole bunch of Gen Zs who are basically fucking running it. And you ever seen a Gen Z make a goddamn decision?
Yeah, not always. They're very spastic.
All right, like, okay, I love you Gen Z guys who are probably listening to this, because our listeners are much more intelligent than the average fucking mouth breather. But, like, buddy, look at your friends. You guy out there who's dabbing at every fucking thing, and, like, you know, who does nothing but play Fortnite all the time, and he's going to be your financial fucking, like, guy, right? Because he has as much say in your crypto as you do. So the crypto only works if a whole bunch of people still believe in it. But one bad thing happens and everybody goes, sell, and then your fucking money goes away. Right? There's no faith. The faith is like herd mentality faith. And when the herd's fucking mind changes, that shit drops like a fucking stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they just plan that fucking shit.
Oh, yeah. Look at
all their money.
With GameStop, right? GameStop pump and dump scheme.
Oh, dude, that was horrible.
That was amazing. They literally proved that you could fucking do it. It was all bullshit. That was the entire purpose of that, was to see if they could literally just get a bunch of people on a fucking forum to pump it up and make it seem like GameStop. Who the fuck even goes to GameStop anymore since Amazon? Nobody fucking goes to GameStop. The only people go to GameStop is to sell an old-ass game for cigarette money. That's it. Like, nobody else goes to fucking GameStop for anything. So GameStop, they took this dying entity that had some nostalgic value, and they intentionally fucking pumped it up to the point where they could now manipulate the shit out of it and made it they took it from like $1.13, or I think it was like 78 cents at the beginning, to like $141 fucking dollars in 2 weeks. Just from pumping it up on fucking line in a forum. And they did that specifically to show how all stocks are manipulated. And there was a beautiful, beautiful scam. And a lot of people made a fuckload of money doing it.
Yeah, they're getting all that money back. They're all under investigation now. So they didn't make the money. They temporarily made it, but
see, that's what pisses me off. They shouldn't be under investigation because they game the system just the same way that Goldman Sachs and everybody else does.
Right, but they pay into that system. and don't get me wrong, I don't like the system. I think the system is fucking ridiculous. I'm just saying, you have to pay into the system to use the system. All right, if you try backdooring the system, they're gonna fuck you hard. And
the system broken. We should just all yeet it out. You know what? Let's just go back to, I don't know.
I'm all for barter system.
Barter system. Let's go back to the barter system.
You know?
I don't know what the hell a lot of these people are gonna fucking trade. I can't think of a single thing some like, cat lady has that I want. Like,
right.
Like what she got? I could knit you a really nice cat hair pair of socks. For the novelty of it, fuck it, do it. Size 14. Go for it.
Yeah, you guys need to make sure you can do something in their fucking life.
Have a skill.
Anything. I got news for you. The new video games, computers, shit like that. There's skills now, but this computer shit, I don't think you're not going to be able to use that if anything happens, because there won't be a fucking internet.
Oh, dude, just, how fragile the economy is right now?
Yes.
Let's talk about so right now, the American dollar is not based on gold. It's not based on silver. What it's pretty much based on is petroleum, is oil, and the value of oil.
And we sell our oil.
Follows it, And we've sold a lot of our oil to fucking China, which is pissing me off.
And then we buy it from somewhere else.
Yeah,
instead
right.
So
that's the main medium of trade to buy and sell oil is the American dollar. Everybody uses the American dollar to buy oil. If you want to buy oil from Saudi Arabia, you trade it into American dollars, and you can use American dollars. You trade your juba or whatever the fuck it is, your seashells, into American fucking dollars on the open exchange. You use those American dollars to buy your little shithole country some fucking oil. Okay? And that's why they call it the petrodollar. Okay? Is because it's pretty much everybody fucking uses it. It's the medium of exchange for oil. Now, what's scary, as I mentioned a bit earlier, is that China is doing a lot better than us financially. I mean, it seems like they're not, but they really are. And that's because they don't care.
Only financially, though. Only financially.
Yeah, only financially. Yeah, they're fucking their people over. But they're doing great. They're doing it because they're like basically Lord Farquaad, right? Like, the economy's great, and some of you may die to keep it that way, but we're fine with that, right? Yeah. And so they're okay killing, several million people as long as their fucking finances are all right. And they've been expanding into really neat places like Africa. China has 3 times the footprint that America does in Africa. China has 3 times the footprint that America has in South America.
China owns farmland in America.
China owns huge swaths of farmland in America, huge oil fields in America. China owns entire deep water fucking ports that they leased to China on a 99-year perpetual fucking lease. All right? So China's going around and buying up all these assets that are non-renewable, right? What they're doing in Africa is fucking genius. As China doesn't care how many people it has to kill to get a fucking project done. So what they're doing is they're shipping a whole bunch of fucking people over there, which they have excess of. Fuck tons of freaking males, right? That are like younger and bored. They're shipping a whole bunch of freaking young males over there to dig wells and pop wells into green, because Africa has fuckloads of water. People don't realize it. They're like, oh, Africa's a big desert, savanna. Yeah, it is. But you know their water table is only like 70 feet deep. And so you pop these fucking hand-drilled wells in, and they're greening the fuck out of the desert. And they're turning huge, we're talking like million-acre plots of land into farm crops. Farmland. And it's right there in the beautiful, it's the Mesopotamian area. It's where all fucking like the cradle of life and everything came from. It's got a beautiful, stable weather, stable fucking climate. It doesn't get hurricanes. It doesn't get tsunamis. It doesn't get anything else. It's a beautiful, stable area. And they bought up the fucking land for beads and dimes, right? Like fucking nothing. Just absolute shit. And they paid off a bunch of drug lords and warlords to beat the people into submission. And they send their own fucking people over there to drill the wells and work the land. And they're resettling Africa with their own fucking people and kicking out all the Africans and herding them all into little villages. That's what China does, is they come in, they fucking conquer, and they just genocide the shit out of the people. But nobody gives a shit because it's not America bad, and China cool, right? Even though China's setting up...
And it helps also that, the president is in bed with China. So what the fuck?
Yeah. Even though China's setting up the world for the single largest genocide that will ever fucking be recorded. When they go through there and they just cut off Africa from its own resources completely. Where they go, hey, we own all the water. We own all the farmland. We own all the meat. We own all the ports. We own everything. Go live in mud huts. And by the way, you can't get aid anymore because we own the airspace and we're not going to let the world give you aid. So you're just going to fucking die. And they're going to do that. And it's going to happen pretty quick. It's 5 to fucking 7 years. It's going to happen really quick here. They're just going to, because they're just less mouths to feed. That's land for China. China expands. China, that's what it does. Imperialism. Let's go. So China is trying to get everybody on board to the yuan and make the yuan the new petrodollar. And they've already got Saudi Arabia on board. They've got fucking India on board. And India is like the largest population. Yeah. And they've got them on board already, and they're already starting to trade in yuan. So we're fucked. Like, you guys don't get it. One of these days, you're going to wake up, and your dollar used to be worth $1. And that dollar bill you have in your hand, you're going to wake up one day, and it's going to be worth 3 or 4 cents. It'll be cheaper to burn the fucking dollar, like it was in Germany, than it was to buy firewood. And you need to be kind of fucking prepared for that shit. Now, the American government's going to freak the fuck out. Tell everybody they're assholes. Probably do like what they did who was it? Was it Roosevelt? Where they did that big giant gold and silver grab where they made everybody.
Oh, the buyback? They make
yeah.
I don't know.
Where we go, that's when we got away from like the gold and silver standard, but they made everybody turn in like you could only keep like 3 ounces of fucking silver and like 1 ounce of gold, right, per family. Like family, not per person.
That's why when they go ahead and they do their resets, and then the gold's worth all this money again, you don't have any supposedly.
Yeah,
so that's what people's mindset is that are holding the gold and silver, and they don't realize that anytime you bought that shit and you've used your bank account for that shit, you're out of.
They got a list.
They know you have it.
Yep. They got a list. So, you've just given them like, hey, that guy right there. But we have to go and do a mandatory buybacks and shit. That dude over there, that little prepper guy who spent his whole fucking money because he's going to go out there and buy a shitload of land with the silver from the poor plebes, he thinks.
And they don't realize also they're going to make sure that gold is worth shit when they buy it back from you. It's going to be the lowest it's been in 20 years.
Yeah,
and then
they're going to buy it back.
You give it in, it's going to be worth the most it's been in fucking 100 years. So,
yeah, they're gonna buy it back for 20, 25 a fucking ounce, like they did back in the day, and then turn around and sell it to Europe, which is what they did, for $200 or $300 a fucking ounce. And they tried to do that.
They refuse to let anybody in there to Fort Knox anymore to see what the gold that's in there, because it's supposed to be in there. When the people, reporters or anything else, ever ask them, or when's the last time it's been checked on?
Schrodinger's gold. It's Schrodinger's gold.
It's there or it's not, but they refuse to go in there count the fucking shit.
Both there and not until you see it.
Yeah, exactly. So
it's Schrodinger's gold.
Schrodinger's gold.
Yes, that shit. That shit's not there.
I don't care. Fun. I really don't give a shit. I've invested in myself, and I'm currently investing right this second in some fucking land for my family, right? So we can start. We can kick back off our farm that we used to have, and because it's right now, it's perfect time for us. Where our daughter's old enough that she can start being slave labor. She can go out there and pick up chicken eggs. You imagine being like her little 3-foot like toddler ass fighting off these huge ass chickens for eggs.
Makes her tough.
Fucking hilarious. It's gonna be hilarious. Anyway, I remember when my boys were that big, and them fighting off the fucking ducks to get the duck eggs. The ducks are way more aggressive about protecting their shit than chickens. It was hilarious, man. They're just like, run! They'd send one of them in there because they were close enough. They were basically fucking twins, like what they call Irish twins, where they're like 10 months apart.
Right.
And so they would send the youngest would go in. The youngest was the smartest. He'd send the oldest in there as like bait. He's like, go get some eggs. I got your back. And then as soon as they started running, he'd slam the fucking door on him. And so he'd run the other way, and they'd all chase him to the other side of the coop. And he'd go in there and grab all the eggs and run out. And it was fucking hilarious watching these 4 or 5-year-olds figure that shit out. It was great times had by all. Mm-hmm. But, so physical stuff, physical goods that you can trade. That's where you're going to be at.
Intelligence, intellectual stuff. Even still, I mean, you need to know how to do shit. You need to know how shit works. None of this fucking, you're not going to be able to go to the fucking store and buy a fucking battery to fucking put in your remote for your vibrator.
You might be able to go to the fucking store to get the Anal T's 5000 new batteries. Right. But you're going to pay out the ass for it. You might be allowed. You might be allowed to get 4 or 5 batteries a month. That's it. That's because the lithium in them is worth more than the fucking battery. It might be worth more than all the money you have in your fucking account. Because the next big battle is not just over, it's going to be over water, farmland, and minerals. Man, that's just what it's going to be about.
All right, well, we're talking about apocalypse again. We need to get back on security.
That is security.
Well, it's kind of security, but
yeah.
I mean,
you're not going to be able to grow shiitake and trade your shiitake mushrooms. You're not going to shiitake your way out of an apocalypse.
No,
I'm sorry. It'll help. It'll
help you survive. It'll keep you kind of fed, but
yeah, about being able to trade them to people. But as far as that, no. But yeah, we definitely. Where's the goat sound? We need a goat sound.
We need a goat sound.
We do.
Yeah.
I made a soundboard, a digital soundboard, and it don't fucking work. I gotta work on it. I've been too busy.
I had it queued up. I had it queued up on my phone, but then my phone died. So shit. Because I knew this was gonna go to
right?
shit.
Well, it's not shit.
Okay. Another thing is don't take a fuckload of pictures with your goddamn drugs next to your fucking guns thinking you're fucking badass and it's a threat to everybody.
If those are mixed together, if you get in trouble for one, if you get in trouble for one of those, all right, you get in trouble. You get in trouble with both, guess what? Max everything. It's there's do not pass go.
At that point, if you just had a picture of a couple of joints sitting on a table, nobody really gives a fuck. The cops are like, yeah, whatever. Who gives a fuck? Not worth my time. Now you throw a couple of fucking guns on the table with your fucking shit, and they're now murder boner. Yeah, your dog is as good as dead. Yeah, your dog is as good as dead. So yeah, you're gonna get everybody and their mom's gonna be interested in you. Because now they have these huge budgets, and they'll outspend you 10,000 to 1. And so they have these huge fucking budgets, and they've got to justify it. So now they can go and shoot your dog. They might only get like, what was the last time? There was a guy recently, it was in Ohio or something. God, he was the guy who was doing the sear kits, sear cards. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? What? Little auto sear cards. So, okay, he was selling a credit card. It looked like a little credit card, but it was a metal credit card. And you could punch out this, like, the CNC to end device. And what it was is an auto sear that you could then slip into your AR-15 and turns your AR-15 into a fully automatic weapon, right?
I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah. That dude was just selling the fucking cards. Now, was the card itself illegal? No. Because you didn't turn it into a weapons part until you punched it out of the card. Right, which required you to get a little fucking chisel, and
that's why the P80s are legal.
Kind of. So you had to go in there and break out the little pieces and then put it together, and then put it into your weapon. But he was dumb, and he took a fucking he got pissed that people couldn't figure out how to fucking use it, so he did. This is how to use it video. And do you think he was probably baited it by some idiot playing fucking stupid? Right? There's some people, I swear to God, in the fucking different groups I've seen that are so blatantly retarded that it's got to be a fucking act. They got to be a cop. Right? Like, that are just so intentionally stupid and just dicks that they're trying to bait you into fucking explaining to them.
And to helping them. And, helping yourself in the jail.
Yeah. Explaining them or doing a step-by-step picture-by-picture, and showing your own fucking shit to them. It's genius. And people fall for it all the time because of their ego, right? So I think he got baited into it because people are like, I don't get it. Wow. And so he was like, fine, fuckers, it's this easy. And so he took one of the fucking cards out of his goddamn wallet, punched it out. The entire video is like 45 seconds. Pulled his AR
Now he's
out,
doing 45
dropped the fucking pin, dropped the fucking auto sear in, closed the goddamn AR up, walks out his back door, and fucking unloads a 30-round mag. He's like, it's that easy. What is wrong with you people? You're being dicks. Like 48 hours fucking later, his dog's dead, his wife's in fucking jail, his kid got fucking hit with a flashbang and is partially deaf in one fucking ear. They took his house, they took his car, they took everything. He has a GoFundMe right now for like $380,000 in legal debt, and he's still going to see prison time for it because he literally built a fully automatic weapon on fucking air. Why? He's still going to look at 5 to 10 years minimum.
Wow.
But, so don't be that idiot who gets baited. Yeah, that gets baited by people pretending to be stupid. If they're fucking that stupid, do you really want them growing drugs?
Right?
All right, if they're going to be that fucking stupid that they can't figure out you take A and inject it into fucking B and keep your dirty fucking dick beaters out of it and it'll fucking grow mushrooms. If they can't figure that shit out, do you really want them growing drugs? Do you think they're going to grow something that's not going to fuck them up or hurt them? You don't have to be that white knight and try to go save everybody. A lot of times you'll white knight your ass into jail. Does that make sense?
It does.
Makes sense.
Perfect sense.
But we're not the one asking stupid questions.
Some of these questions are, hey, one of you guys is clicking on porn. You fucking, I can see your little fucking microphone thing jumping.
Not me, motherfucker.
One of y'all is clicking on fucking porn.
If I was clicking, that could be porn.
Right.
Yeah. But no, this is okay, hold on.
Was it me?
You're full of shit.
What are you playing fucking games?
What?
So yeah, don't take a bunch of fucking pictures of your goddamn shit and put it up somewhere. Don't take a bunch of fucking pictures if you're doing something stupid and put it on fucking social media. You know what? I have a social media account, and 2 people have found me on fucking Instagram. And
what?
Yeah, well, yeah, it doesn't matter. I've had slightly feral across everything for so fucking long. I just turned all it was like, oh my God, look, you got pictures of your farm up everywhere. Oh, those apples look great. Is this just pictures of fruit? Literally, it wasn't anything fucking great. And they're like 5 years old. It's 5 years old pictures of fruit and baby goats. So like, I don't do anything on the goddamn thing. I don't use it at all. I'm not ever going to use it again. I literally have it up there so I don't have to keep the pictures of baby goats and fruit on my fucking phone. I'm not going to respond to you on it. I'm not going to talk to you on it. I don't give a shit. That's just how it is. I have a Facebook account, but it's basically my wife's second account. I don't fucking do shit with it. Which one of you is eating a sucker? God damn it. Anyway.
Dude, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Tonight, this fella.
Yeah.
So, well, you guys have to have the gain up on your freaking microphone for people to hear that shit. So, it's, maybe lose my fucking track of train of thought there, you guys. Yeah, so, like, your Facebook and shit like that. Facebook is not your friend. It's literally will turn everything over to the fucking cops.
They're already selling lists. They already sell lists. Same as Apple. Don't have shit on your phone. Because if you go ahead and you do your updates and it's stored on the cloud, if you get in trouble, anything violent, if you get in trouble. If involving guns or drugs, they can search your backups on Apple. They will give out.
It's so cool to have like a billion pictures of your mushrooms on your phone, but like I take pictures in the Discord app to send to people, and that's it. Like I don't save that shit on my phone. I don't even I save pictures of agar or how to different things like that, just that are really pretty. But I don't just save pictures of random ass shit on there all the time. It's just there's no reason.
When it comes to social media, the YouTuber AVE, he said it best.
Yeah.
If you're not buying something, then you're the product.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Another thing is when you have your fucking friends over, make them turn their fucking phones off. Because next thing you turn around, they're going to be taking a picture of your shit. Because they want the clout. They want the clout of being able to show pictures of your shit to their friends.
Yeah, look what I got.
Yeah, or look, I'm so cool. I know where this is at. It's like, you fucking idiots. And most people have location sharing on. So, it's all in the metadata at that point.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's all digitally in the picture. Where it is.
Yeah, the GPS fucking location. Every picture you've taken is in the fucking picture if you have location data sharing on. And if you have an Apple device, you can't turn that off. If you have a Galaxy device, you can. You can be anonymous with that. But because Apples are for children, and so they can't. They need to make sure they can find you. They don't trust you with the ability to modify your own shit.
Oh man, don't get me started on that.
My phone's been jailbroken forever. I can do whatever the fuck I want on my phone.
Not even a tenth of what you can do with the Galaxy.
Call Apple up and ask for a spare part. Tell me how that goes.
Yeah,
it's all right. I'll get a Tesla phone as soon as it comes out.
Great, and then they can just randomly turn it off, like they can turn the Teslas off. Did you see?
You don't think they can do that with the regular phones?
They did an update. Yeah, they can. But they did a fucking update to the Teslas where they could just turn them off in times of great need. So, let's say you guys are all trying to flee a tsunami or some shit. And they're like, the roads are clogged. Fuck it. Tesla's off.
Yeah. What'd they say they did it? So in case somebody steals it, they can shut it down remotely? Or?
Well, they did it because they didn't want people, in a disaster clogging the fucking roads or,
oh my God!
Yeah.
I
mean, what is it? That's 5% of vehicles tops.
Heaven forbid,
vehicles.
They're growing fast, man. They're growing fast.
Tesla, dude, I see a lot of.
I mean, all electric vehicles are growing fast.
Yeah.
I even see them up here in the
turn it off. That's not cool. I don't like the ability to remotely turn my shit off. You can remotely turn my phone off. I don't give a fuck. But
Tesla gives you no. They give you no option to opt out of any of that stuff. They require themselves to be able to get into your car anytime they want.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, man. It's the funnest car I ever drove, but I don't think I'd own one.
It's getting to the point where everything's so big brothered the fuck out. It's really hard to stay anonymous.
Well, and, even the cars alone, now you can't just buy a fucking car because now it's all computers. It's not just a fucking engine, fucking 4 tires, and a fucking cab. Now it's fucking engines with a GPS. Everything runs through a computer, a CPU. So now if anything on that system breaks, just like when the fucking COVID shit was going on, you can't get a part. Your car is shot forever.
Dude, I have my Tacoma, my TRD off road, which I'm gonna say I fucking love, and it's a newer one. But we just took it to go rock and roll around the freaking property they were looking at. Oh my god, I forgot how much fun it is to off road in that thing. Like, because like the approach angles and shit like that, the breakover is so fucking ridiculous. It's like we're like horizontal, like going down stuff, and like, you know, putting it into just fun modes and crawling over fucking shit was so much fun this afternoon. That's why we were late for the podcast, is because we were just like, hey, let's see if we can make it up that fucking hill, you know. But yeah, it was a lot of fun rock crawling with it. Great fun. Kevlar tires for the win, man. I will never have any other type of tires on my truck. Kevlar tires.
They're just Kevlar tires, huh?
Yeah,
I never heard of them before.
I got Kevlar tires on that thing, and the mesquite thorns, all that shit, just nothing touches it. I've never had. You can roll over fucking nails and shit, and you're fine.
Cool.
Now,
how long do they last?
Roll up, long fucking time. I don't know. I drive the shit out of that thing, and my tread wear is down only probably about 20%. I've had it for a couple of years, but now they're really expensive. They're like $700 a tire. So,
oh wow!
But yeah, they're pricey. They're very aggressive tire, you know, and they're very pricey, but they're about as close as you could come to like a civilian version of a run flat as you can get. There's like 29 fucking plies of goddamn Kevlar and steel mesh in them. They're puncture proof is what they call them. But
so it's basically a fucking of one of those spare tires that's nothing but a fucking rubber.
Yeah, no, I love it, man. Like now, I've noticed that they're really sensitive to the temperature. Like when it's really, really cold outside, it'll register that the air is low in them. But you know, they'll lose 4 or 5 psi, but then when they warm back up, it comes back up. So not a big deal. Ooh, my daughter's tired. I heard her in the background do her like
not happy.
Yeah, her pre I'm gonna go to bed scream.
Gotcha.
There's like a little raptor call. Yeah.
Pissed off that she's getting tired.
Yeah, I don't understand that from toddlers. Like, I'm like, I'm pretty ADHD. So when I get tired, I'm like, holy God, finally. You know, it's like, right. I can finally take a nap. But yeah, she wants to fight it all the way to the pillow.
But once you get to the pillow, it's over.
Oh, yep. Once you get 3 minutes of snuggling next to Dad and trying to watch a fishing video with me, because she loves to watch like deep sea fishing videos. And 3 minutes of watching a fishing video, and she's fucking got a foot across my fucking chest and snoring. You know, she's like, we're done. But and then it's just like pick her ass up and put her in her bed. But yeah, no. So we back to security stuff. So right, make sure you fucking friends who come over have their goddamn phones off, or just don't let them take fucking pictures of stupid shit.
Like we said earlier, don't fucking let them know shit.
Yeah, man. Like I used to.
If you have a friend, just one. The more people that know, the larger that circle gets, the more trouble you're gonna get. All it takes for one of them to get in trouble, and you got to think to yourself, how many people are gonna take a fucking bullet for you? You know what I mean?
Nah, yeah.
You know,
keep your friend circle that knows what you do small. We have our own little private group that's separate from anything fucking else on Discord, and it's our own private group, and we're all really close. We're like family. And in fact, I'm going to enlist some of y'all's help with the new fucking land. We're going to have a big party, and everybody's going to come down. It's going to be great times.
I've already signed up.
Yeah, you already signed up. I already told my wife. She's like, we got an extra bedroom. I was like, right. It's going to be great.
I don't need a
quarters.
bedroom.
Slave quarters.
I'll sleep outside. I'm not picky.
There's plenty of bedrooms. But and it's good. We keep our group small. We trade within our group, and then when one of us trades outside the group, one of us trades outside the group.
Yep.
Not all of us, and then they propagate that through the rest of the fucking group. So one person takes a fucking risk when they have assumed that risk is very, very small. And they've vetted that person. They know that person. So we're very, very careful about who we do what with. And that's how we stay fucking safe. That's how you should fucking stay safe. I'm not saying that everybody in, FAFOCult is a bad person. If you're part of FAFOCult, odds are you're
obviously a great person.
Yeah. Odds are you're a great person. Because you have taken the time to research your art, and you're listening to us, and you're learning all the freaking time. You're probably in the mid-range or a beginner, and that's great. We fucking love you, but be careful who you trade with. We don't know everybody that's in that group. We don't know you. Odds are
it's an open server.
Right?
It's open. Yeah. We did that for this so that anybody can hear us.
Yeah. Think of it as you're standing in the middle of a crowded room.
But you all have the same hobby.
Talk accordingly.
Yeah. You're standing in the middle of a crowded auditorium, but you all have the same hobby. So you can talk freely amongst each other because y'all are going to geek out on the same thing. But don't be, if you're going to post pictures of your fucking shit, make sure your location data is fucking turned off and you got a clean background. Whether it's a white wall or the fucking floor or the back of your fucking flow hood or something like that, where it's not like a picture of your fucking ID, your keys, and your fucking cell phone bill sitting there on the table. You don't want to dox your damn self.
Passport.
Yeah.
All that stuff. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't want to do that kind of shit. Because
unless it's somebody else's birth certificate or passport, then it's
there
okay.
You go. Throw them up.
That'd be hilarious. That'd be fucking hilarious. Intentionally fucking dox like some rando. Like, I'm talking about like
90-year-old grandmother. Yeah.
No, just a completely made up person. Just a completely fucking made up person. Like Muhammad Johad, blah, blah, blah. Just like a big crazy name.
Karen, I'll call your manager Sanchez.
Yeah. Karen Muhammad Ahmadinejad or something like that, right? And then just make up a bunch of shit like that. But yeah. Just be careful, guys. Just be really fucking careful. Don't do anything fucking stupid.
I'm gonna
probably the best people that know what the fuck they're doing is moonshiners. Like with the moonshining movement and the American distilling movement and stuff like that. That's another group that I'm a big fan of, right? And I happen to participate in some of that type of stuff. And
another
perfectly good tradable skill.
I might happen to be in a couple of those groups myself.
Those groups are extremely good at being very careful about what they fucking take pictures of and how they do it and who they share it with.
And I mean, they will call you out. Don't tell and don't sell, fucker.
Don't sell. Like, I'm not making enough fucking moonshine to sell to anybody. Right now, I haven't made any in a couple of years. But what I do, it's in small quantities, and it's for me and my family. Like, I'm not trying to fucking sell that shit. I don't want it.
That's all I do. Essential oils.
In Texas, it's state legal to make for your own consumption. Still federally illegal to fucking, just like with weed. And but it's also very easy to get a micro distilling permit. And that's something that I'm working towards, is to open a micro distillery. But in order to open a micro distillery, you have to show that you have 2 to 5 years of experience. The only way to get that fucking experience is to literally admit to .gov you've been doing this illegally.
Right.
Yes. And which they're great with, and they're fine with it because they're like, there's no real way to fucking.
You're paying taxes now.
Yeah, but now you know. So once you file for that permit, your days of doing it legally are fucking over. Whether you get the permit or not, that's just fucking it. Yeah. Now they know exactly where you're at.
And the only way you can do it legally federally is to get a fuel permit, but they come and check your stuff and make sure you're making it undrinkable.
Yeah, but the fuel permit's free up to a certain amount. But the micro distillery permit's actually reasonable. In Texas, it's dropped down to $2,500 for the fucking permit. And then you just have to show that you have the, like you have a dedicated building, you have drains in the floors, you have a fire retardant system, you have a explosion-proof enclosure. So your explosion-proof enclosure just means you have good fucking ventilation in your fucking enclosure, and it's not like bulletproof glass or anything. It's just you have good fucking ventilation, and the still is separate from the work area, so that like your bottling stuff can't set vapors on fire. But if you have vapors going everywhere, you're doing it completely fucking wrong anyway.
Right.
So yeah,
Or
you're really really wrong. Yeah, any sort of pressure and any sort of vapors, you fucked up hard. Run. So, like, yeah, it's another fun hobby that if anyone gets a chance, I suggest you explore. It's one that we probably won't talk about on this podcast, just because this is specifically my college podcast. But it is a very fun, very, 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 very detailed hobby.
We could actually have an episode strictly on that. I mean, that'd be fucking sweet as fuck. I want to do one on bees and shit. Why fucking not?
Well, it is a fuck around and find out podcast, right?
Right.
Like, yeah, I mean, you can grow the shit on mushrooms.
If we get some interest from the group on FAFO, maybe we could do it.
I've already had tons of info on the fucking bees.
Yeah, my wife's got to come on the bee episode because she is all about it, man. She fucking loves bees. So, my wife will be here for that one. But I love making. I like making really, really intricate fucking whiskeys and really, really badass vodka. But do I make it in huge batches? No. Do I make it in really small ass batches for myself? Yep. And do I bottle it up and cherish that shit like it's a fucking diamond? Yeah. You're hard pressed to get a bottle from me. You better have something good to trade.
I want to make fucking mead like a motherfucker.
And mead's not even illegal.
Yeah, that's perfectly legal.
Oh no, absolutely. It's just like beer. I want to make silly
with your own bees. Mead,
right?
Yeah. Blue mead.
Exactly. I want to make some funny blue mead.
I wouldn't do a mead then. I would do what's called a methyl mill. A methyl mill is a spiced mead with like different flavorings.
Well, it's basically mead, right? But then after thing's done, you're adding your spices or your flavor.
Yeah, exactly.
To it.
Yeah.
Yes, all right.
Yeah. So but to be actually called like a mead, it can only be like fucking mead, right? But a methyl mill is where you do after your primary fermentation. You start secondary
your strawberries and
where you've added fruit. And, I had some of the best fucking methyl mill / mead. It was a blackberry fucking mead.
Dude, that's what I had. It had a spider on it. Did it have a spider on it?
No, it's made here locally. Like you can just go buy you can take your gallon growler and pay like $17 a gallon for it. And you can buy it here locally on tap, but it's like it's fizzy, kind of like a little bit less than champagne, but
you can get it good too. You can get it strong as fuck.
Oh, I was about to say, does it give you a fucking hangover?
Oh yeah, yep.
Because it's strong, and you don't realize how fucking strong it is until you've drank a half gallon and you try to stand up. You're like, well, that's not happening. I guess it's a great place to sleep.
I went to a wine tasting with my ex years ago, and fucking. It was a wine tasting. I went with all her girlfriends. I was like, all right, whatever. I'm not really big into wine. I mean, I'll drink it when I have to. But then I had the mead thing. They said, well, you don't want that? Try these. Right? So now, every time they went into a new tent, they had other wine tasting. I'm doing a mead tasting thinking, well, these taste good, whatever. Let me tell you what. I got fucked up faster than these fucking girls drinking fucking more wine. I was fucking obliterated, and I thought I was drinking Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Yes, it was awesome. At that point in time, I was like, wait a second. This is glorious.
Which one of you called me a bitch?
Yeah, right? I'm a fucking Viking.
I'm a man, damn it.
I'm a real man. Real needs. Give me.
When you guys come down, we'll do a remote podcast from either we'll go on the whiskey trail.
Oh,
Have you seen the Texas Whiskey Trail?
No, but it sounds glorious.
It starts about 15 miles from me right now, and it's just a series of like small distilleries, like Andalusia whiskey, like all these small distilleries, and it goes like for like 200 miles. And yeah, there's like 75 fucking distilleries.
Are there cots or what do you call those things?
You'll die.
Yeah,
you divide it up into several days, but we'll do it'll just be the most fucking ridiculous badass guy trip in the fucking world. We'll put the farm together. Don't get me wrong. We'll put in fucking heavy equipment and mow shit and shred shit and chainsaw shit. But we're also going to go down to the coast and go shark fishing, and we're going to go on the fucking whiskey trail.
Nice.
So smoke cigars and hit the fucking whiskey trail and just jump from distillery to distillery doing tastings.
Strip club.
Well, no, it's much cooler than a strip club. I think it is, because strip clubs to me are currently fucking boring. It's just a bunch of single moms. But like the
but do they have daddy issues?
Well, yeah, of course. But nowadays, most likely they might have mommy issues too. But it's great, dude. Just going on the freaking the whiskey trail is so much fun, because you can stop at each one and then you buy like a flight of whatever they got for like $20, and like everybody tries all the different freaking whiskeys, different vodka, stuff like that. You get to tour, look at the distilleries.
4 hours later, you're fucking trashed.
Well, like, you know what, hour and a half later, you eat little what in Texas they call them tapas, like little finger foods, stuff like that, right? Okay. So you eat a couple like little finger foods here, and then you go to the next one, and then you spend like an hour at each fucking one, and you just go, and then by the time you're done, that's it, you're fucked. Like, you're not driving home. You have to have a designated driver, like, and we'll just use the wife, so she'll just make her drive, but it'll be great. Like, we'll just go from one to one to one to one to one to one to one. Go to like Knob Creek. We'll go to all the cool ones. So we got Buffalo Trace, Knob Creek, Rebecca Creek. We've got fucking all the cool ones here. So it's really cool.
Excellent.
It'll be that. We can do a podcast on the road, and we just get progressively more fucked up.
Right? Yeah. We can even do it live. Now, if we probably shouldn't do live.
No.
You're like, no. Yes, and this. So you shut your mouth. Don't talk to me. I'm fucking.
Yeah.
Are you looking at me?
Would you call me, boy?
Would you call my mama?
Would you call my mama? Yeah. But is anybody else anybody else have anything else to add about the whole security thing?
Well, I was going to ask a question first. All right, now, say somebody decided they wanted to go ahead and try making money or whatever. Aren't there ways to get money? And I understand about the Bitcoin digital, which is basically, I mean, it's nothing but a paper trail. You know, you can use cash, but some people don't have cash; they have credit cards or whatever. Are there ways around this that keep you safe? Is there a way to do it without using your social, without using your real identity? Yeah, right?
Go to the Mexican grocery stores and buy prepaid things.
Yeah, you're talking about trying to get a gift card and having them give you a fucking gift card or something.
Well, no, I mean, like, you can buy the prepaid fucking international visas and MasterCards and shit like that. They don't require shit. They just there's the PIN number on the back you scratch out.
Right, but I'm saying, say somebody wanted to pay you, you're telling them.
Yeah, they can just pay it to that. They can just pay it to your prepaid Visa or MasterCard account. It's a real account. It's open as soon as you fucking deposit money into it. You'll have an account number and everything like that. But it's all done over the phone or over the fucking internet. It's not assigned to anybody. So, but if you lose that card, you're fucked. Like, that's it. You're done. Your PIN number will be on the back and part of the scratch off, as well as like your activation code, and that's fucking it. Like, if you go to,
so it's a gift card. It's a gift visa that you give away, and it says right in the back, it's one of those ones that says it just says lost or stolen. They're not responsible.
That's it. You're fucking done for it. Yeah. But they're specifically in like the Mexican grocery stores, at least down here. that like they don't require shit, like no socials, no name, no nothing to fucking use. They use them to send money back home, and they use them to get paid on when they have to get paid like digitally. They have to give them like you have to give HR a fucking account number, and they just give them the fucking MasterCard fucking deposit number and the routing number for that card.
Right.
They just get paid onto the freaking card, but the card's not registered to anybody. And if they lose that fucking card, they have no recourse.
Yeah,
so
but then at the same time, are those the ones also where if you try to use them, half the time the places don't accept them because they're not linked to a fucking social?
It literally just says Visa or MasterCard on the front of it. It just doesn't have like your name printed in bold. It just doesn't have your name in it. It has a place to sign it on the back, and they'll sign it.
No. I'm talking about like online. Like if you go on Steam and you want to use PayPal, you go jump through all these fucking hoops to fucking buy a fucking skin.
Well, I really doubt that you're going to use your fake ass fucking your money laundering MasterCard on fucking Steam. You're going to use your money laundering.
I just saw that as an excuse.
You're going to take your fucking money. You're going to take your fucking money laundering MasterCard, and you're going to Zelle the money to your fucking self, like using Zelle or fucking.
All right, that's what I was thinking of earlier.
Yeah, you're going to use Zelle to deposit in your bank, or you're going to use your MasterCard or some, you're going to use something, or buy it from yourself with a point of sale app. Sell yourself a loaf of bread for fucking $10, or like something like that. So you're going to sell
pay myself for a handy.
Yeah. But yeah, just put something else in the description besides "this is my junk money and where I bought it. Yay, drugs." Like put in there like hand job or fucking like house cleaning or something like that, Yep. Or like, strippers, cash advance, whatever. But don't put it don't OnlyFans works great. Or like mafia payoff, something like that. There's something they're not actually searching for. They will never have. You're not going to ever get. The CIA is not searching for the search term mafia payoff. They're not, because why? It's too fucking obvious. Right. But yeah, that's how I would do it. Now I don't do anything like that. I just I have a Venmo. And, we have the FAFO Venmo and the FAFO freaking CashAPP. But, and that just goes straight into literally my personal fucking account. And we use that money to pay for, like, keeping this thing going. So far, we've made a whopping $42. So that's paid for 1 month. Thank you. That was all Ginevra, actually. She's the only person that gave a fuck. But like we're not gonna call you out or share your fucking information or anything like that. And we'll give you a thank you. But that's paid for. Let's see, this month's podcast bill.
We'll have Trim give you a handy.
Right,
$40 some odd because we went way over on our hours.
I think we're nine fucking hours over right now.
I just paid the fucking bill. It was like $48. Oh, yeah. Because like they charge you $2 extra per hour when I go over. But yeah, I just paid the damn bill, and it wasn't bad. To me, it's worth it to talk to my friends and record a podcast that's informational to other people. Right? These are the same conversations, guys, that are out there listening that we fucking have with ourselves
on a daily fucking basis.
When we sit around and just bullshit, this is literally what our bullshit sessions sound like. Is that we just bullshit. And
now you're in the inner circle. You're in the inner circle.
We're just letting you in. So it's worth it to me to keep this going until it's not going to be. Does that make sense? Like if 2 years from now I'm still 100% paying for this bitch, it's like, why? When it doesn't cost me anything to just be on voice chat with you guys.
Right.
I mean, hell, half the time when we get off of here, we go chat more in fucking Discord. So
it's so it doesn't cost me. It doesn't cost us anything to do that.
Yep.
So I'm sorry, we're not begging for fucking money, but we do appreciate it when
I'm begging. I'm begging for money. Give me it all,
please.
You're begging for money. So yeah, we definitely appreciate anything that anybody wants to give us. With that, let's go ahead and wind this bitch up because we're way over time.
Yeah,
and I want to go and relax with my family. So let's start with Deadpool. What nice things do you have to say to people today?
You know what? Just because I got other people giving stupid shit out lately and the people are asking me that shit, how about this? Stop fucking taking directions from people who don't know the shit that you know. They've never done what you have that you're doing now. All they're doing is regurgitating information. Stop taking directions from people that don't know. That's
exactly. You need to kind of you need to just to build on what he was just saying. You need to kind of vet people. If it sounds like they're just fucking spewing shit out their ass, a lot of times they are, or they've learned it from someone like us who've been doing it for a minute, and they're just regurgitating it to you to make themselves look cool. And I
mean, all you guys out there. I mean, I have Labcasts. You guys come on there. You ask me a question. Not only do I answer your fucking question right there, 9 times out of 10, how often do I just grab whatever you're having a question on and show you hands-on at that moment in time to walk you through it? It's fucking, yeah. Don't fucking listen to idiots because half the time, most people just want to sound cool. And don't get me wrong, I'm cool, but I don't care how I sound, so it makes it okay.
They're going for those internet points,
right?
They don't mean anything, and you can't spend them on shit,
right?
All right, Trim, what do you got to say for these nice people out here?
It has to be nice, you said, huh?
Nah,
I don't.
Oh, okay.
I never listen.
Well, we did Deadpool's Navy loose lips don't sink, or loose lips sink ships, right?
Yeah.
We got to do the old Army one. It's a picture of the guy holding up the little tin cup and it says, "How about a nice hot cup of shut the fuck up?"
Right.
That one was actually on the wall when I was in the Army, by the way.
Oh yeah, no, me too. That was on our barracks as well. Nice cup of. Is it a nice cup of Joe? It's like, nice cup of shut the fuck up. Yeah. You see all this stupid shit that's been going around. I watch like a lot of YouTube, like military guys, right? And Angry Cops was on there talking about these guys who are running around in these gaming discords, like giving away secrets for the fucking military, right? Because they're arguing with people like Arma, stuff like that. They're arguing, that's not the maximum range of that tank. That's not the turning fast speed of the tank. We have ammo that can do this and do that. And you're like, you fucking idiots! Stop giving that shit away.
This is my Mike 1.6 Alpha 2 rifle,
dude. I was in the Navy. When I was in the Navy, over 20 years ago, they still have shit wrong. When I was in there. And the ships have been decommissioned for fucking 15 years. So I mean,
you got these fucking kids who are going on there nowadays and correcting, like the stuff that's intentionally put in there incorrect.
Yes,
so
exactly.
So the bad guys don't know the maximum range of our fucking missiles, the maximum range of artillery, the maximum range of our fucking new missiles, and or like the new tanks, so the turning speed of the tank, because then they can know, like, okay, well, hey, this tank turns at X miles an hour. It's super fast. We got to be careful because it can flip around on us any time. So just stupid little shit like that gives us a heads up. Then Mr. Bad Guys.
Mr. Bad Guy holds up his finger. He's like, hold up. And he steps back. He draws a line in the dirt and he steps behind it. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, we just have to make it. We just have to make ours shoot 300 yards further. We're good to go. Yep. So, anybody, stupid fucking people going in there and doing shit like that. Loose lips, sink ship, don't be a jackass. So let me see. What do I have to say that's kind of not aggressive? I don't. Everything I say is aggressive about this because I really feel very confident about this.
Aggressive because we say it.
Yeah, and I feel very aggressively about security. Don't be a fucking dumbass. Don't put your shit on fucking social media. If you put your shit on social media all the fucking time and you get your ass fucking busted, don't go crying to the entire community that you got your ass busted. Because we've already told you, and the entire fucking world has told you, don't do that. Even searching for a job nowadays, they check your fucking social media. It's one of the reasons I don't have a social media is because I don't want some meme that I fucking share online held against me in the medical field. Because sometimes I might think it's fucking hilarious, but somebody out there is not.
One politically correct asshole is gonna fucking cause
exactly
because I
so
fucking did blackface 30 years ago.
It's not fucking worth it. Social media is not fucking worth it. Those internet points are not spendable or redeemable any fucking where. You're not making any friends. You're not getting any sort of clout. You're not getting fucking laid for doing something stupid online. If you are, they're not the kind of people that you fucking want to get laid by. You probably got fucking gone herpes AIDS now. You know? It's like if you're trolling for fucking pussy, and the difference between you getting fucking pussy is showing a picture of your guns and your drugs and everything like that on a fucking table, and you not getting fucking pussy is not showing that, you're in the wrong damn group. You need to totally reevaluate your fucking life.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And normally I'm chippier.
But security is a serious.
He's still excited from his trailblazing.
One slip up will fuck you for life. Yep. And it's that one stupid thing that you did that you thought was innocuous, or that one person who is being.
It doesn't need to be your mistake. It could be the mistake of that one person that you let know. So just shut the fuck up. How about that?
Some asshole that's at your house taking pictures. Like, no, man, the picture's just for me. Fuck you. I'm taking your fucking phone away and throwing the bitch in the microwave. Right? Like, no, you don't get to take pictures of my shit. That's my fucking shit. And it's who I get to choose to share it with. If I'm sharing it with you specifically, I'm sharing it with you fucking specifically, not with all your ghetto-ass friends, your neighbor, the dude next door, your ATF friend. None of that shit. Also, just don't do shit that anybody gives a fuck about. Nobody cares about you growing a couple of mushrooms for your personal use. It's not worth their fucking time to bust you. It's not. It's going to cost them more. Unless it's like one of those times a year where they have to justify their fucking, wage. They're just, it's not worth their time to bust somebody who's got like an ounce of fucking mushrooms ground up or dried and put in a jar. It's just not worth the time. They're looking for the people who are doing 25, 30, 40 pounds. Like that one asshole who just got fucking busted.
All the totes. They're still looking for the totes. The guy that left the totes in there? That one?
Yeah, like 225 fucking totes. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, dude, they don't even know who it was. They don't even know who the guy is.
That's beautiful.
Right?
I probably do.
He left it in a house?
No, it was a warehouse, and he had all these totes lined up. And somebody did something, and all the pictures you see are all these fucking piles of fucking model tubs, and they all got the holes right where they need to be. He had everything lined up. He
spent some time.
He was working on there for a while because he had fucking at least 100 fucking tubs that I saw.
How did he find that many customers to buy from him? My God.
Exactly. I don't know, man. Like, I'd be hard pressed to find like
probably why he left his fucking toast line. He went broke growing them. Good Lord.
They're all broken now, so you can't even fucking return them.
You can see the footprints. You can see the footprints in half them motherfucking things.
You know what they say, during a gold rush, the person who makes the money is the guy who sells shovels.
Right?
I'd be hard pressed to find 4 or 5 people that want to buy a fucking chocolate bar, let alone somebody that's gonna want to buy 75 pounds of fucking mushrooms a week. It's not a thing. There's such a low propensity for it's something you take when you go on camping, or you're going to go to fucking Disney on Ice, or you're going to go to the new Avatar movie or something like that for fun. It's not something that you fucking you take every fucking day so you can function, unless it's microdosing. But even then, a gram microdosing is 4 fucking days worth of microdosing. So it's just not a money-making proposition. There's so many other ways to make money out there, guys. Mow fucking lawns. You're going to make more goddamn money mowing fucking lawns than you are ever going to be growing mushrooms. Or sell substrate. Speaking of which, if you guys want to buy some substrate, if you want to buy some grade spawn, some of the best fucking grade spawn substrate made to my personal specifications, which means that it's fucking badass. It's going to be the kind of shit right there that'll make your dick hard. Your fucking mushrooms grow amazingly well. And, rainbows and sunshine shoot out of the fucking bags. And great unicorns come down and personally fucking bless your grow. The person to get a hold of is going to be Deadpool. Deadpool will hook you up. You can get a hold of him in the Discord at any fucking time. He doesn't have a fucking Facebook page because he's not a douche. He doesn't have a fucking Instagram because he's not a fucking dick. And he doesn't have a website because I haven't given him mine yet. So that's the only reason. If you want to get a hold of him, he will hook you up with any sort of grain spawn or substrate you would like.
Or he'll answer any fucking question you got.
Or any sort of question you got. If you got any other questions, you can always come into the Discord or send us an email at FAFOCult@gmail.com. If you would like to send us some money, we definitely appreciate it. It'll go only to Bakri and keeping this podcast going. That'd be the Venmo is going to be at FAFOCult. It's going to be from Cash App is going to be the $sign FAFOCult. If you'd like to get on our Etsy, we had a whole 7 people on our Etsy liked a picture. It was the butterfly vagina fucking picture that I put up there.
What?
Seven people liked that fucking photo, but didn't buy the goddamn shirt. Assholes. So anyway, yeah, I think they just stole the picture off of it to make their own.
Dude, that's what I do. I steal shit and throw it on my phone. I can't blame them, but you're bad.
So our Etsy FAFOCult is going to be FAFOCult.etsy.com. If you we appreciate our listeners. We love you very, very much. Anytime you have a question, you get our hold of our Discord. The link to our Discord will be in the show notes as usual. And keep your fucking powder dry. Keep your shit off social media. Don't be a fucking dumbass. Internet points don't count for shit. So you're not getting anything for trying to tell everybody that you got.
Hallelujah.
Right.
We love you guys and goodbye.
Later.
Good night.
All righty, guys. That was a good one. I think that was